Hey everybody, Dave here at Ground Zero. It's Wednesday morning, January 20th, so I'd like to talk about one of the most important institutions in our land. In fact, a tradition so vital to the very foundation of all we hold dear that it is the envy of other nations across the globe. Even though here in America we take it for granted all too often. I am, of course, talking about the peaceful transfer of comics. That's right, every 7 days, your local shop gets in a fresh new batch of comics, thus helping to ensure that this great, uniquely American art form continues. And yeah, there have been blips along the way. We all remember some scary times. Certainly the Batman Catwoman wedding debacle, that was a scary time here at the store, but we persevere, we get through this. And in fact, here at Ground Zero, we consider it not just our duty, but our honor to help ensure that this tradition continues for future generations. So, it's Wednesday. Let's get to what's on the shelf. First off, news broke that Tim Fox was getting his own another series, a second series after the current one. So it's week 3 of Future State, and the highlight for that has to be Next Batman #2. It's on the shelf, but it's been selling out all across the nation and undoubtedly will do so again. Several other Future State titles. First off, a couple other Batman family titles, Nightwing and Catwoman. Also, we get Superman Worlds of War, which features Lois Lane, Mr. Miracle, several New Gods characters. Intriguing premise there. Also intriguing is Shazam, the Future State, future version of Shazam, where Billy Batson and Shazam are two different people. They're no longer the same person. Billy Batson remains on the Rock of Eternity, while Shazam goes out in the DC Universe and does Shazamming stuff. So, give that one a try. One final Future State title, one that we've really been looking forward to here at Ground Zero, is Immortal Wonder Woman. It's got some really great art by Jen Bartel. Actually, I think some of the prettiest work on the stands this week. Certainly the prettiest book on the stands this week, and I think one of the prettiest books we've seen in a while. So if you're into pretty art, give Immortal Wonder Woman a try. Now, you know who does not care about our institutions and who would see them all undone if he is able? Yes, the deity of the symbiotes, Null. He would undo everything we hold dear. Luckily, the entire Marvel Universe is allied against him. Do they prevent him from causing havoc and undoing all of our institutions? Spoiler, I don't know. I haven't read this book yet, so we'll have to read it and find out. One more King in Black tie-in, that is Black Cat, so if you're following the King in Black storyline, you'll want to pick that one up. And then a couple of mutant titles, for those of you X-Men fans out there, Cable and X-Force, so mutant fans, 2 books. Usually it's 3, but this week we only get 2. Over also at DC, we get Batman Catwoman. Now, when it was coming out, when Tom King was writing the Batman series, there was a lot of grumbling about his run. But man, everybody seems to really like this one. This one has sold very, very well. We did incredibly well with the first issue, and I'm sure the second issue will continue. Also from Tom King, probably my favorite book on the stands lately, and that is his take on Rorschach. Just layers upon layers of intrigue and mystery. I can't wait to see how he wraps this one up, so follow along with me. Excellent book. Just a couple of independents I will mention briefly. First off, Power Rangers #3, not Mighty Morphin, because that's its own series. So Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers, 2 separate books. Also, if you want to be cool, I say this every time, Umbrella Academy is the easiest way. So You Look Like Death, the new issue of that is on the stands. Couple of trades, only mentioned a couple of them so far. First off, Chew, the first volume of Chew, or the 8th or 9th volume of Chew, depending on how you want to spell it. Either way, it's an intriguing book. It's got a really odd premise. Got its fans. If you want to give it a try, this is a pretty good place to jump on. And Young Justice, a DC series tragically cut down in its prime. But at least the trades are still coming out. Honestly, if you're tired of grim and gritty, this is a great book for you. Good all ages, fun for everybody. We need more books like this on the stands. The stellar team of Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. They do absolutely fantastic work. And this week we get Pulp. Now this is a direct to trade. There was no floppies for this one. I would like to see a lot more of this. I really think that's the future of the industry. We need to see more books that go straight to book form, get out of the magazine ghetto to some degree. So we're going to give this book our support, and you should too. Pulp. And it's a Western. We don't see a lot of Westerns. So that's all the books I'm going to talk about for on the shelf. There's several more books in this week. Kind of like last week, a little lighter than some weeks, but still a lot of heavy hitters in. One more thing to mention, as a diehard Legion fan, you all know this, Fantastic Four, Legion, 2 things that are very dear to my heart. Steve Lytle passed away this week. He was a longtime Legion artist, did really, really good work. I loved his stuff. So very important. Honestly, he thought he had a head cold. He had a head cold, didn't take it seriously. They rushed him to the hospital. Once he got worse, he died within a few hours. It was COVID-19. Folks, it's January. We all know the end of this hopefully is in sight, but we are still not out of the woods. Please take every precaution you can. We have lost too many people to this disease. We don't want to lose any more. We certainly don't want to lose anybody from our community, and we don't want to see artists like this that mean so much to us. So folks, whatever you're doing, remember, we will persevere. When you get through with this, please turn off the internet. Turn off the internet for a week. It will do you good. It will do everybody good. We'll take the temperature down, hopefully just a little. We'll see what happens. Whatever it is, go into your local comic shop, get some comics so that you'll have something to read while the internet is off. Folks, we love you. We really do. Wherever you're at, don't focus on having what you want. Focus on wanting what you have. Guys, be safe, everybody.